Hello there, Mr. Leo. How's it going? Welcome to the Patreon stuff. How are you doing? This is Patreon stream number 34, I think. I got my delicious rum and coke beverage right here. There it is. So I'm ready. Maybe we're gonna finish these pencils that I started. My mic's low, or is the music high? On the music. Yeah, I should have probably checked. Probably turned itself down again. Maybe the music's too high too. It did turn itself down. Put it to there. Is that? How is that? I better listen to it. That should be a little bit better. I'll turn the music down just a little bit as well. Is that better? Okay. Let me see how that sounds. Well, anyway. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Another day, more artwork. Hello, MBT0601. How's it going? Oh, you know what? This is actually, the screen is actually, like, flipped when it shouldn't be flipped. Let me try to fix that. It's easy to fix. Okay. That's how it's actually supposed to work, to look. This is not, you know, a Japanese manga that's being flipped for American, so... Alright, yeah. Hey there, are you a fan of the comic MBT? First time here? Oh. Right, let me hear that audio sounds. Played some more Death Stranding earlier. I mean, once you get sucked in, there's like so many things to do. You can really get sucked into the Death Stranding. When we come back to the game, I've got a gigantic pizza delivery to make. It's gonna be crazy. It'll be the next thing that we do. I set up some more zip lines. We won't be able to use them because you have to carry champagne by hand across the entire map. It's going to be interesting. You never heard of the comic? You just showed up? Hey, welcome. Thanks for showing up. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the comic. I draw a comic. That's what I'm working on right now. Is the web comic, just a page from the comic, you know. And we also, you know, most of the time, this is all like a once a month thing for Patreons, for the patrons. And the rest of the time, we play retro games or Death Stranding. Play various games. I think the next stream, we might take a little break from Death Stranding, actually, and try to catch up with some more subscriber requests. Got a bunch of those. Oh. Pilotwing 64, Rocket Belt. And Mr. Hey, thanks, Mr. Leo. Yeah, by the way, we are also taking song requests as well. Anyone can make song requests, but it's strongly preferred for retro game music, if possible. Strongly preferred. You know, unless there's something else you really, really want to put in there, you might tolerate it. Oh, thanks, Mr. Leo, for putting that link in there. A little bit tired again tonight. I think I might not be getting enough sleep. So, probably not going to do like a long stream tonight. but we'll do what we can. Or we might do the art stream. We might do the Patreon stream for like a few hours, and then we might even like do a subscriber request, maybe if I feel up to it. You like my art style? Hey, thanks. As you can see, this is proof, evidence that I actually do draw this. That's why we do these Patreon streams, to prove, you know, so there's proof on the internet that I actually do draw this stuff. Unless, you know, of course, I'm paying somebody else's hands. I might be sitting over there while some Japanese person draws this. That's it, Tetsuya. Keep drawing. Don't stop. Draw faster. Yes. Yes, sir. Hi, wakata. Well, anyway, thanks, MBT. Yeah, if you like the art style, then please check out the comic. And, you know, I hope you also come back and check out some of our retro game streams. Or, you know, whatever, various video game streams. Normally we're doing video games here. Right now we're kind of in the middle of Death Stranding. I also have a project called Fliptendo, which I've been working on, like, over the last couple of years, where we try to play every Famicom game. We're up to, like, 440, game number 440. Out of 1,500, still a lot of games to go. Yeah, I like the Nintendo 64 music, Mr. Leo, the Wave Race. I want to play more. I haven't played Wave Race in a long time. That game holds up amazingly well. It's amazingly well. It's a cool game. Let me, you know, I don't know. Let me just think about redrawing this panel, because I think there should be more of. It would have been cooler if there was like a camera angle from above here. Well, I don't know if... let me think about... I might redraw it. Or at least mostly redraw it. Yeah, so I'm thinking tomorrow... We also do subscriber requests. People who subscribe to the channel. They get to make game requests. You get 1 hour of request time per month that you subscribe. And you get additional hours for like higher tier subscriptions. And you can use those hours however you want. You know, whenever we get a chance to. I mean, I can't guarantee you to use them right away, but we'll get to all of them eventually if you just keep coming. Hey, Link's Awakening. That's in here because I like played through it recently. Games under beaten Booby Kid. Should I be concerned? That's one of the Famicom games we played. We played a game called Booby Kids, and it's actually called that because of they're kids that use booby traps. In case you're wondering, if you don't believe me, go to the guide and look at a video link. We have VODs of all the Fliptendo videos. Yeah, Skittles loves Booby Kids. It's true. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the sound level's pretty good right now. Good balance. So that's good. If there's a song that's too high or too low, just let me know. I can always adjust the volume as needed. Booby Boys. Oh, is that... hey, Skittles. I know, I need to get... Well, you know what? I should show this. Hold on a second. What did I do with this? I have a speedrun.com page now. So maybe I will do that soon, Skittles, because look what I have. And I have my first world record. Home Alone, any percent. Look, there's my stupid face. And there's my world record. Home Alone, NES, any percent. Whoa! So, yeah, we should get Booby Kids in there. Yeah, now that I have an account, the first step has been made, Skittles. It might actually happen someday. Someday, maybe even soon. I know, I look so proud. Well, I should be proud, because I have a world record in the game. I'm only sharing it with like 20 people. Actually, I think more than that. Twitter or social medias. Mainly I have the website where you can read the comic, but I also have Twitter and Facebook. But I don't post any like different art there. For the most part, I have a Patreon. Sometimes art gets posted there. Yeah, for the most part, you just follow the website. Although, yeah, you can follow my Facebook or Twitter, and I post updates there. I've been meaning to get an Instagram because that's what all the kids use, but I don't know. It's like another thing. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you, you know, either Twitter or Facebook, you can get updates. Either one of those. And maybe I will like try to incorporate Instagram into that now, since that's what everybody uses. Like at some point in the future. I don't know when. It's a hassle though, and that's like another account I gotta update all the time. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Although I guess you can set Instagram to like auto update the other things. I don't know. I might think about doing that. Skittles, how you doing today? This here is my good friend Skittles. We're Alf buddies, and he's very encouraging for me to get my world records up on speedrun.com. I wonder if I really actually do have the world record for Booby Kids. There's probably somebody out there. I mean, I'm sure nobody else has something listed on speedrun.com, but there might be somebody out there who's like completed it in the video form. Webtoons? I do right now. I'm using KeenSpot. Yeah, I am thinking about moving to a different web serving host, but I can't do Webtoons. Webtoons, like Webtoons is, you're not allowed to have like it's not really adult, but like even like rated R type stuff. There's strict like limits on content which you can post on Webtoons. Plus, generally like they don't do comic format stuff. They do the web comic, the Webtoon format, which is like you scroll down. So my stuff doesn't really fit in there too well. But there are a couple other comic collectives I was looking at. Webtoons is no good though. Okay, yeah, I think this is better, the way I drew this one. And the SimCity music is nice, too. Oh, that's mine. Good job, me. Yeah, so again, if you want to put in a song request, go ahead, although, it'd be better if you put in retro game music, because otherwise I'll probably hate whatever music you put in. And then I'll be sad. That would be bad. Did you give up on Seiken Densetsu 3? Yeah, did you, Skittles? What happened? Tell us about it. Tell us about Seiken Densetsu 3. Maybe he's just putting it on hold for a while. Hey, well, thanks for the follow. MBT0601, appreciate it. Thanks for checking it out. Combat's so frustrating. Shame the game has so much going for it. Sulo gets it. Yeah, I'll have to try playing it on stream sometime, see how I mean, I really liked Seiken Densetsu 2, and I like the combat in that, so. And that's just what, because of the AI? Is the reason? I'm afraid I think I'm going to have to redraw this panel too because it doesn't flow with the other panel I made, and I don't know. I think I could actually do it better. I'm going to redraw this panel as well. Euphoria. I haven't played Euphoria yet. That game looks pretty cool. It's a Sunsoft game I haven't tried. Do you want to rant about the issues you've done it before? Well, I remember that you didn't like the AI. That's the only thing I remember. Oh yeah, I think that you said something about like the way the charging system was changed or something. You don't have to rant about it. I mean, you don't have to like everything. I mean, I wish that you would love every game that you would play, but there's plenty of games I hate for my own personal weird reasons. Inspiration for panel layouts, manga series. Yeah, I think I do. As far as panel layouts, I mean, I definitely get inspiration from manga series. As far as panel layouts go, it's like I think I do, but I think it's probably more subconscious. But I don't know if I really have in a while. I feel like I pretty much got my... I don't know, I should probably like try to do more weird things with layouts every once in a while. I don't really experiment as much anymore. But, yeah, I mean, well, one example, those circular panels that Araki uses in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the later parts in particular, I kind of, I dabble with those a little bit. A couple pages. Yeah, I may still do like a circular panel once in a while. But yeah, like a little bit, not too much. The main two things in the RPG, the combat and the story. I mean, I would say this. There's more main things than that. Like the soundtrack to me would be like the main thing. Like if I was going to say there's one thing that's the most important, and that's just me, it'd be the soundtrack. But yeah, I mean, story, gameplay, those are both important things. Also, just like artwork is like super important. Like, I find it really difficult to play an RPG, or really like any game at all, that has bad artwork. Which is one reason why a lot of indie games I have trouble getting into. Although they have improved a lot lately. Yeah, so I think that, after doing the comic for so long, Mr. Leo, like, for, 2 decades now, I've pretty much got, like, a style down for doing the layouts, so, like, I don't really think about it too much. Like, I pretty much just, the layouts, like, I have things that I do that I know that work for me, and I just keep doing them, for the most part. Yeah, it's something you just kind of learn from doing it. Menus, good menus. Yeah, even this, I agree, sound effects can make a big difference as well. Yeah. Sounds like a dumb thing. No, you know what? I don't think that's dumb. I agree, Miss. I wouldn't call that, like, the most important thing, but... And it's probably something I take for granted, because, like, a lot of the great RPGs, just have great menus, and you just, like, sort of, you don't really think about it. But then if you, like, play an RPG with bad menus, you're like, what is this shit? I can't play this. That's true. It's not really that hard to get them right, though, I think. How long have we been doing this comic for? Almost 20 years now. Almost 20 years, like a really long time. Since I officially started it in 1999. Although though, that was book 0. Like the current like official story like started from 2004, but like when I first started like doing content for it was 1999. Yeah, crazy, huh? I know. I mean, like I'm on like chapter 50, so, and most of the chapters have 60 pages each. What'd you say, Mr. Leo? Laggy menus. Laggy menus. Well, I don't know. I can't. I can't think of a game that. I mean, I guess there probably are some. But I can't think of any. Menu system is pretty bad. It's overly convoluted and slow. Well, I think some people. I think maybe even Skittles might have said that he didn't like the menu system in Seiken Densetsu 2, The Secret of Mana. But personally, I like that whole ring menu system. I think it's cool and I think it works well. The ring menu has changed, so it'll be laggy. It's older than you. Oh, are you that young? Wow. Wow, MBT, you're that young, huh? Hey, the Joe and Mac music. Nice. Quality SNES music. 17. Well, welcome. We don't necessarily have like a ton of younger people here, so welcome. Yeah. I guess my comic would be older than you then. I was doing it when you were still in diapers. Literally. Correct usage of the word literally. How about that, huh? The menu is also divided into 9 separate screens. 27 ring menu is fine. Yeah, I like the ring menu. Is it different? Well, it's been a long time since I've touched Seiken Densetsu 3, so I don't remember. Best menu system I've ever seen is the PSP port of Tactics Ogre. It's so good. Yeah, like most of like the big Japanese RPGs, like made by like well-known companies. Pretty much, I almost always like the menus. Like I never have a. Like I do agree with Mr. Leo that menus are super important, but I can't really think of any where I didn't like the menus. I feel like they almost always do a good job with them. Yeah, that's better. That flows way better. Although, I need to think about what I want to do with this panel, because I don't want to just do like another face. What other tricks are there? Should I just do a panel of the mouth, close up of the mouth? Hands, but hands are not visible. Okay, what if I do this? Let me try something a little bit different. Only for disposable items. The full menu comes with everything else. I see. Ever made your characters do a JoJo pose? I kind of have. I do have some like loose JoJo references. If you look at, well, in like book 5 in particular, there's like a couple characters that are like kind of blatantly JoJo inspired. Not that JoJo, no, a different one with different skills. Different JoJo. The comic. Yeah, I'm a big fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's one of my favorite manga anime. Oh. Now I know this is my music because it's Persona 2 and nobody else would put that in here. If you did, I'd be shocked in a good way. Da-na-na, dun-da-na, da-na-na. Oh, the Tenchi Muyo Super Nintendo game. I've seen that one before. I tried to. It's like a tactics game, right? Looked pretty cool. If half as Eclipse when his cat makes a cameo. Yeah, people do love cats, don't they? Yeah, you know what? That's good, I think. Go with that. I'm just finishing off my trademark rum and coke here. Almost finished in my cool medieval times mug. I'll never stop pointing that out. Really need to like Tenchi Muyo to get into it. It seemed cool. It just was in Japanese. Oh, I guess there's probably a translation now. Like when I tried to play it, it was like a long time ago. I don't know if there was one then, and I never really went back to it. But you know, I took a look at it. It looked okay. It looked pretty good actually. That might make a good request. You know, if you want to request that one. I'm so old. I've seen the medieval times. Exactly. This cup, this mug, is actually from real medieval times. It's from back. This cup was made 400 years ago, and I'm a vampire. This is back when I used to own a castle. It was a long time ago, and that's why I treasure that cup so much. I'm sure you guys understand. Yeah, those were the days, you know. They were the days. Exactly. I'm wearing a crown. Coincidence? Nope. Burn iron quartz. Alright. I'm going to begin on my inks now. Yeah, look at those beautiful crowns I'm wearing. You can kind of tell it's a crown, right? I remember when we made those. Yeah, so we got the I think we have the crownless flip, and then we have like what, bronze, silver, and gold. And now they have like fucking like, I don't know, like 10 slots or something for different tiers of sub badges. It's ridiculous. I don't have that many ideas for badges, so we're gonna just keep the ones that we have. You guys can keep your gold crowns. I don't think we can make like platinum crowns or something that's not gonna really register, you know? Or like what TMR does, where he just puts it like a number. I can't do that. That's the Tenchi Muyo music. I do still love this anime, at least the original one. A lot of the spin-off ones, I was kind of like, I just didn't like as much. Didn't really like anything as much as the original anime. This music sounds pretty good. It's kind of got that Tenchi Muyo feel to it, I guess. Hey Brigand, how's it going? How you doing? Ink time. Miserable weather? Yeah, it's a little bit... It's not that bad here, but it has been snowing a bit on and off. It hasn't been too bad, I guess. Doing well otherwise? Yeah, well, as long as you stay inside, it's fine, right? Well, Brigand, I'm glad you're here. I was hoping you could have a request for me. We're gonna do some art requests later. What have you been up to? You do? Oh, that's good. That's good news. I kind of remember you saying that you, like a while back, that you had some sort of idea. Doodle-doo. I think that they usually do a pretty good job of adapting like animated games like this, and like particularly like coming up with like soundtracks that like match the feel of the anime without just simply copying the music. And one of my pet peeves is like when an adaptation game just kind of like takes like Aladdin, for instance, like it just takes music from the movie and then just like kind of throws it in the game. It seems lazy to me. Like it's way cooler if you like if they come up with original music. Like the Dragon Ball games, like they all have like original soundtracks that still like match Dragon Ball pretty well. Outrunning Sonic. Run Run Rosie. So sketch Run Run Rosie outrunning Sonic. Well, I could. I feel a little bit weird just drawing like another streamer. But, so like, how do you... In what way do you want me to draw Run Run Rosie? Do they have like artwork of themselves or something? Or... like, how do you want me to do that? Get that Shatner in there. You haven't heard that in a while. She has a Twitter and an Instagram. Okay. So you want me to just like basically like take like a photo of her and then just like draw her? Like a cartoon version? Is this gonna be like a gift for her or something? Far east of Eden. Henge Makio Zero. Shonen Jump no Show. I don't know that one. A caricature? Did you tell her that I was gonna do that for her, or were you gonna show it to her? Is it gonna be like a surprise, or? It's gonna be a surprise. Okay, I see. Well, that's probably okay then. Well, can you find me like a picture that I could use as a reference, and then post a link to it here? Okay. Let's see. I see. Alrighty. Very long hair. Okay. Well, I think that we did do one before that was kind of like that. I think we did one of like Hungry Gorilla, but that was like a bit easier because like I already knew Hungry Gorilla, and I think we just did like artwork of a gorilla. So like it was like it wasn't like we weren't like drawing like you know, her actual picture, or just like drawing a you know, a stand-in for her, if I remember correctly. Alright, I'll probably have to do like some kind of like caricature then. That would probably be the best way to do it. So I will. So you want me to do a caricature of her outrunning Sonic? Yeah, I could do that, I suppose. All right, I will do that. We'll do that in a little bit. Let's ink some more for this page first. My crown for Appleseed. Did that win your best worst game? Your worst game? Brigham has a thing where he like plays a bunch of bad games and then they pick the one that's the worst. I suggested Appleseed for the Super Nintendo. I mainly suggested that because I saw Macaw playing through that game recently. I watched a video of him playing it, and it was like super, like both hilarious and interesting because, yeah, Front Mission. Hey, Asian Waste, how's it going? I appreciate the Front Mission too. Although I've never really played much of them, but I want to. It's one of those series I've wanted to get into for a while, but I just never did. They seem like really cool games, though. I played a little bit of Gun Hazard. What? It's hot. You watched Macaw beat that? It's so awful. Yeah, Appleseed? Well, yeah, it is. I will say, though, I do actually genuinely really like the soundtrack of that game, and it has pretty cool atmosphere too. But it's super, it's pretty janky, and the level design is the thing about the game that's noteworthy. Mainly for being just ridiculous, just insane. It's some of the most insane level design that you'll ever see in an officially released game. It's hard to explain. But it's just, it's trollish to the next level. It's next level trollish. Some of the things they expect you to do in the final level is just, it is insane. That's the only way to describe it. It's absurd. It's absurd level design. So, but yeah, that combined with the fact that I actually genuinely like the game's atmosphere, I found it pretty intriguing. And it was really fun to watch. So, yeah, I might even give it a try sometime on stream myself. Terranigma, another cool game that I'd like to play through sometime if I ever get the time. Oh, PC Engine. But yeah, it definitely is. It's definitely understandable why it would be very high on somebody's bad list. I think in Japan it's considered a major kusoge, which is very understandable. Still not as bad as Hoshi wo Mirohito, but nothing really is. Except for SWAT. We all have our list of bad games, though, and this is it shows what, my list of the worst games I've played they're all games that nobody else has really touched. Front Mission, Hoshi wo Mirohito, SWAT. I don't think anybody even knows what SWAT is, but to me that game, that's a Famicom game. It really is, it's amazing how bad that game is. I mean, I just don't think there are any other games that... Well, there are. It's not the worst on my list. But thinking about it, honestly, it might even be worse than Frontline. Maybe it should be beneath Frontline. Because, you kind of have to see it to understand. When you look at it, it looks terrible. It's this really horrible, slow RPG. With just horrible graphics and terrible music, and it's hard to tell what's going on. It's super slow. It's super boring. But then on top of that is incredibly glitchy and really, really easy to just randomly get soft locked. I mean, there are games where you can get soft locked for doing the wrong thing, or maybe a design flaw. But SWAT. The game is, you get soft lock just because the game is badly programmed, and it just happens randomly. You'll be trying to complete the level, and just the game will decide to just simply not spawn all your objectives, and you're soft locked, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just random.
That mountain will hug the mountain. to envelop.
Like that's
hug the mountain. That mountain.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about SWAT though, is it's not really funny bad. The only thing funny about it is just how terrible it is. But Wrath of Black Mana, where it's the idle game.
Challenging.
Spinny didn't waver. Yeah, I've never played that. It doesn't seem that bad to me, but it doesn't seem great, Wrath of the Black Mana. But that seems like somebody who just hasn't played that many games. I don't know. Yeah, Hug That Mountain. This is one of our favorite songs here on the flip stream. Kirk is on the mountain, guys.
Now, in order to create that illusion,
usually don't like these meme songs,
some of the most sensational men who climb are voracious, fleeting, and
but this one is pretty special.
Peripheral. And that's putting me on the mountain.
That's so Raven.
Captain Kirk is climbing.
Yeah, I saw you playing that.
Why is he climbing a mountain?
It looked.
Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain.
I don't know. It looked like a bad license game, I guess. It didn't look that bad though to me.
Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain.
I mean, like the artwork was not that bad. The music was not that bad.
Envelop that mountain with hug.
Maybe the controls were bad. I wasn't paying super close to
that mountain with hug the mountain. That mountain.
I guess there's a lot of bad Game Boy games though.
He wants
I
to
haven't
make
tried a
love
lot
to
of
the
them.
mountain. And the climb is going where no man has gone before.
There's so many games out there. I'd like to, be able to try all of them. It's gonna take a long time. That's why we have this Project Fliptendo. I want to play every game.
Death.
And maybe someday I will.
Why do I climb the mountain?
Because
I'm in love.
As time goes on, they generally release less and less games I want to play, although they take longer. So, but maybe someday we'll be able to say that I've played almost all the games I wanted to play. At the very least, we'll be able to. Ooh, Dragon Ball Z Hyper Dimension. Yeah, there's another game that has really cool music that is all original. It's not from the anime, but yet it kind of fits the anime a little bit. Kind of, anyway. You do a Liquid Wesker. How's it going? I know. Yeah, you can't. I mean, it doesn't stop me from trying. I mean, we're gonna keep trying to just play all the games. We're gonna just keep playing more and more. But yeah, you can't. It's hard to play every game. It might be impossible. You gotta pick and choose. Miracle Robot's Adventure. That game is really bad. I was really low on my list. I think it deserves to be. That's another Micronix game too. I think it's worse than a lot of the other Micronix games. Yeah, if you haven't seen that game, if you want to see what a really bad game looks like, that's an example right there of how bad Famicom games can get. Sometimes people think, there's some bad NES games. We didn't get most of the really worst Famicom games from Japan. They actually they spared us a lot of the worst games. The library of the NES is relatively good compared to other systems because they filtered out a lot of it. But if you want to see how bad Famicom games can get, you gotta check out Miracle Robot. Some games you can't necessarily tell by looking, but Miracle Robot, you just have to look and you can instantly see why that game is so bad. It's not super badly programmed like SWAT or super boring. It's just incredibly janky. It's one of the most janky games I've ever seen. It wasn't released. It escaped. It is also very bizarre. Well, yeah, some of these really bad games just have really weird design choices, which I think that's it's kind of a side effect of the Famicom era. It was just kind of an experimental era for platformers, which is a good thing. They were trying out all kinds of weird stuff. there wasn't like a lot of barriers. Like what you could just like kind of do anything with a video game, and like a lot of people would just accept it. You know, you just have warp doors that would just like teleport you to instant death. But the thing that's really weird about Miracle Row Pit, like okay, so like Mario Maker levels, they'll be death doors, right? You know, so you'll go in a door and you'll suddenly be over a pit and you're dead, right? But at least it's easy to understand what happened, though. That's the one thing you can say in the favor of Mario Maker, of bad Mario Maker. At least you go in a door, you fall in a pit to your death. Instant death door. At least you understand what happened. In Miracle Row Pit, you go through a door, you come out the other side, and then just suddenly, seemingly for no reason, your character just kind of glitches out and you just kind of go into a death animation, and you don't even know why. Sometimes you will spawn into an enemy, and then you know why. Sometimes you'll just kind of glitch out, and you'll just die, and you don't understand why you died. It's like instant death doors that have no common sense. They have no reason. Just like incredible jank. That's kind of what puts like some of these really bad Famicom games into the realm of hilarious, where it's just like you don't even understand what's happening half the time. It's kind of why like I enjoy checking out some of these bad games, because they're just they're bizarre. Sometimes they just get really bizarre. It's pretty interesting. Miracle Row Pit is that's a special one. And another really bad one was that Jarvis game, Shinwa. I think it's called Mirai Shinwa Jarvis. That game is super bad too. But that game, I'm not so much glitchy, but just like the most incredibly slow plodding action RPG you can imagine. And then on top of that, it adds like a ridiculous amount of fetch quests. Almost as if it were like a modern MMORPG. Except in this game you have to just basically like run across the map, grab a pot, run back, and you have to do that like 10 more times just to be able to like continue through the game. Hudson Hawk. I haven't tried Hudson Hawk. Yeah, I've heard that's bad. That's an actual, American released NES game. I feel like that's probably not as bad as some of the games I just mentioned, but I don't know. Yeah, Super Arabian. That's another Famicom only game. That gameplay-wise, not bad, but the music. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of would disagree. I think gameplay-wise, it's very bad. But I think that game is all around pretty terrible. Super Arabian. It doesn't seem so bad in like the first couple of levels, but it's very janky. The gameplay, it's basically like sort of like Donkey Kong-ish, I guess. You just climb up, it's like a single screen. I guess it functions okay, but then you get to the third level and there's like all those moving platforms, and visually the level makes no sense. You can't tell what you're supposed to be jumping on, because it's just so badly drawn. And, the game is pretty janky. It's not fun. I guess the gameplay isn't that bad. But the music is the worst. Well, the music isn't the worst. The music is just it's kind of a lame. I think it's just like a lame song, like a simple song that's sort of annoying and Arabian themed. It's just like with a short loop that just like repeats over and over, right? It's pretty bad. Gets worse later on. Yeah, you got to get to level 3 to see how bad the game actually gets. Level 3 is where the game, where it really reveals its badness. Super Arabian. So there's only 4 levels in the game. I tried to beat it. I think there's no continues. So I wasn't able to actually get past level 3. Level 3 is actually pretty difficult as well. It's super difficult to climb up those flying carpets. And then if you beat level 4, it loops, so that counts as beating the game. I wanted to beat it just for the sake of beating it, but I gave up. It was not worth the effort. Hey Kev Larson, how's it going? Welcome to the artwork. Oh, I should probably push the stream up. This is the monthly art stream. Drawing comics. You know how it is. Hey, Final Fantasy information. Wait,
list. Yeah, so it's fun to talk about bad games. There's some really bad games. It's why it's been pretty cool, like playing through all the Famicom games, because we get to see like which ones really are the worst, you know, the true worst games. And it turns out there's some games that are far worse than you would even imagine based on seeing NES games. I guess there, you know, later on in Flip 10, there are some really bad licensed games on the NES. Like, I don't know. I mean, like games like Friday the 13th, I don't even think are really that bad. Or Jaws. Jaws is like not that bad. Like it's not good. It's kind of very, very simple, like an Atari game, but it's not really. It plays fine. And Friday the 13th is confusing, but once you start to like understand it, it's not that bad. But like, I don't know, Hunt for Red October is super bad though. Terminator, yeah, that game, I haven't tried that one, but that actually does look super awful. X-Men is pretty bad. But personally, I kind of really like the soundtrack of X-Men, so. And I don't know if it's really that, it's just kind of super abstract. But definitely doesn't have a lot going for it. Predator. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think Predator's that bad. It's just kind of mediocre. Or maybe subpar. But it's like there's a difference between a subpar game and a terrible game. But yeah, no, I think I gave Predator a 5 even out of 10. I kind of thought it was alright. But it has flaws. Like, it's flawed. But it's not terrible. The music for Predator was decent too. Like, I actually kind of liked the soundtrack. The gameplay was, you know, it was okay. Like, it was. It was a decent linear platformer. I think it had infinite continues, and it. Okay challenge, like the challenge, a lot of the challenge was somewhat fair. It had some, like, you could jump through platforms and stuff, but once you started to and there was some like platforms that are really hard to tell what are platforms. It's like I said, flawed, but like once you like start to learn the game, like it's not really that bad. Predator, in my opinion. Probably Terminator is like a lot worse than Predator. From what I haven't tried Terminator, but that game looked really terrible. Whereas Predator, I think, is not that bad. But like Bill and Ted is. It doesn't seem that bad at first. It seems kind of interesting, but like once you start to try to play it, it really makes no sense, and that's a big chore. So I think that game's pretty bad. What else? It's like another really bad licensed game. I think Hunt for Red October is like, that's really up there. Underrated as for like a really bad game on NES. The soundtrack is just one of the worst soundtracks. Hunger Korea beat Bill and Ted, did she? Wow, pretty nice. Is she have some like fondness for that game? Like, does she actually like it? Or why did she play through it? Did she do it blind, or did she like, you know, get hints and stuff? Because like blind, that game seems extremely annoying. Because there's like, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't like most of the game just like finding invisible items with like no clues? Childhood game, yeah, that's understandable. That's fair. Don't stop the jam, Joyce. Aretha Okoku. This has got it. Yeah, I knew that would be Mr. Leo. There's all the obscure games in there. Not bad. Well, Hunger Gria also, she's like me in that she there's some bad games that she like genuinely likes a lot, like Bubsy. Personally, for me, Bubsy sucks. I just think it sucks. I don't like, but you know, I guess some people like actually like Bubsy. Sapphire Drew is another person, And, you know, of course, I have my share of games that I think are actually pretty good, despite, like, most people not liking them. Like, Deadly Towers, I think, is actually good. Spelunker. Milon Secret Castle, I think, is legit good. Was there another one? There's probably a couple others. Yeah, Milon Secret Castle, I think, is pretty underrated. Your Deadly Towers that's the main one that I usually think of first. Most people, I mean, Sean maybe even like notoriously said it was the worst NES game, but I think it's crazy. Like that's just a bad choice for worst NES game. But yeah, a lot of people, it's just, you know, it's not their kind of thing. And Deadly Towers is a game that creates a bad first impression. Like I definitely get why people don't like it. You know, you first start playing the game and it's super hard, so like you try to make progress and you get knocked into pits and killed like rapidly because enemies do tons of damage. And you start out super weak. Your attack is like very slow, and you shoot swords, but you only shoot 2 at a time. They move very slow, and you have to wait for those 2 to disappear before you can shoot more, so you're vulnerable. And then like some of the enemies, like even near the beginning of the game, take like 20 hits. Like mainly just like the slimes, which are easy to dodge. The slimes take like 20 hits or something. Jeremy. I haven't seen that. I need to check that out then. Jeremy Parrish has some interesting taste. I definitely don't always agree with him, but I do enjoy hearing his taste in games. When did he do that? But because you start out so weak, it's kind of like Kingsfield or other FromSoft games, in that you start out very weak, and as you play through the game, you gradually get more and more like overpowered. But you have to like get through the early portion of the game where you're like super weak. But then to like compound matters, you don't really. It seems like not that hard to figure out where to go at first because it seems linear, but the game actually kind of like. It almost like kind of sets a trap for you, like a mental trap. This is video. Okay, I'm going to bookmark that for later. I'll definitely check that.
Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells. Oh yeah, it's called Masho in Japanese, which means like Masho. Masho basically translates to evil bell. So I think they were gonna maybe consider translating it as Hell's Bells originally, just because it rhymes. But yeah, the game also kind of, like I was saying, it like there's this linear path. You have to kind of, it's super hard, but you can like if you follow this linear path, eventually you get to the towers, and the goal of the game is to beat the towers, right? So, but like if you die at any point, you get sent all the way back to the beginning. So you figure, and the towers are like super hard. So you want to power up somehow, but you don't know how. You want to like the instruction manual describes better equipment, but you don't know how to get it because all the stores sell like beginner equipment. But then you find out if you step in like these hidden squares, you get teleported to these massive dungeons, and you think you're probably supposed to like explore these dungeons, which are super hard and really easy to die. But you think you're supposed to explore these and like find some power-ups, and that's like sort of true. There's like a couple things you can get in the dungeons near the beginning that are helpful, like you know, some like boots that let you walk a little bit faster, and I don't know, I think like a slightly better glove, slightly better throwing speed maybe. I think you can get like some basic armor that increases your defenses slightly. But those dungeons, like, you're almost better off. They're kind of like a big waste of time. You're almost better off not bothering with them and just like exploring the towers instead. Like, what you really want to do is get to the towers and find the hidden rooms in the towers, and those have the best equipment in the game. And you can skip the basic equipment. There's even like this mid-tier equipment that only appears, like the game actually changes as you beat bosses. Like the overworld and the towers themselves, well, I guess just the overworld levels up. Like, the world levels up as you beat towers and gets like the enemies get tougher, which is crazy because like everything starts out so strong at the beginning. This is an interesting mechanic, but it ends up being pointless because, you know, really you're better off just like instead of like beating the towers because of that mechanic and some other things, you're better off just like farming all the best equipment. Like you want to do the towers in a specific order. You want to get the best. You want to like get the best equipment from like the secret rooms. And once you've got all the best equipment, then you want to like just do the towers. And so that whole level up mechanic that the world has, which is really interesting, ends up like when you play the game correctly, it just ends up being like pretty pointless. So yeah, I mean it's a pretty flawed game. It's still like super interesting though. The whole way the game is constructed, like the more you learn about it, kind of the more interesting it gets. And I don't know, it's got a really cool atmosphere, you know, it's got that sense of mystery to it. So I've always really liked it. The music I think is like pretty legit good. And it is fun to like try to, even though the dungeons are like largely pointless, it's fun to like try to map them out and like just see how far you can get. It's a very confusing game. It's not necessarily like super logical. That's why it's so confusing. The way everything is laid out is not super logical, but it's very ambitious, you know, and it's very interesting. And the way the game is structured is just completely different from like any other game. So, like, you know, having like all these like giant optional dungeons where you can go in if you want to power up or not, or you can like try to do the towers and there's just very little that's like it, you know? That's part of the reason why I like it so much. I wish, it's one of those games that I really wish had a sequel that like, you know, would like kind of smooth out some of those mechanics and like take those concepts and like do them better. A sequel, especially like a Super Nintendo sequel, would have been amazing. But it'll never happen. And that company who made it, like Lennar, is the name of the actual developer. They didn't make too much else. Like they made Bird Week and they made another interesting game called Zombie Hunter, which didn't come out in America. I did play that for Fliptendo. Pretty interesting. Also kind of flawed, but it's kind of interesting game with cool just cool concepts. And they made like a couple other kind of just weird games, and I think they went out of business. Sure. Battle Circuit. Is it Super Nintendo also, Mr. Leo? No, this sounds like PS1 music, I guess. I don't know, it doesn't say. Lennar's last game was Gunman's Proof. Oh yeah, that's an interesting game too, right? Like people, didn't Skills play that one? Battle Circus, an arcade game by Capcom. Oh, an arcade game. Oh, I see. It's like a fighting game. That's cool music. Well, you can pretty much always count on Capcom for cool music. You know, like back in those, you know, the golden years of gaming, you know, this 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit eras, 64-bit, whatever. Like, there's a lot of companies you could just really count on for like great production values and great soundtracks. Like, but I don't know. Yeah, one of the things that sucks about like the modern era is like, just even what counts as great production value has changed, and you can't count on great soundtracks anymore. Pretty much can count on the opposite. That was one of the last games. Yeah, I thought so. I thought he might have done that one. That game seemed pretty cool. I think he liked it, right? Ooh, the Shatterhand. Yeah, from Shatterhand, I mainly kind of just love the starting area music. That's like amazing theme. I guess some of the other themes are really good too. I haven't listened to them as much. I have played through this game, but I have not done it on stream yet. So maybe we'll definitely play through it on stream when we get to it, which probably won't be for like a long time, but eventually we will. When we're all like, I mean, I'm gonna still be doing Fliptendo like throughout like my entire 40s, maybe, you know, it'll be interesting to see, like, I don't know, like, I've been streaming now for, like, almost 5 years, I guess. Not really that long in the grand scheme, but, boy, will I still be streaming, like, in 20 years? Like, when I'm 60? Even 50, will I still be streaming? Like, I don't know. I can't really see myself doing anything else, you know? It's weird to think about a 50-year-old man streaming, but I guess that's my future. Vice Project Doom. Yeah. I played Vice. I played that game a long time ago, Vice Project Doom. I don't think I ever finished it. I don't remember it being very cool. It's another one that I want to play through at some point. Kickmaster Werewolf. Well, they're all like kind of like semi-obscure, but like kind of cool action platformers, I guess. A little bit janky. Well, Werewolf is a little bit janky, but yet it's still a pretty cool game. Although I've never actually played through Werewolf like completely. I've only played through like a couple stages, I think. This game had great music. Falchion. Never would have discovered this game if it weren't for Nintendo. Pretty cool game though. Konami sort of 3D shooter for Famicom. Yeah, it's very janky. Data East. But yet it has amazing music though, and it's pretty fun and it's like a pretty badass game. Kind of like Karnov, I guess. Although it's kind of janky in a different way than Karnov. Some of the level design is really weird. Well, I guess that's true of Karnov as well. For different reasons. Yeah, I guess that's just the way the Data East is. They could do awesome games, but their games weren't always like the best designed, I guess. Yeah, this theme is classic from UN Squadron. It's almost too classic. It's the one I always hear. Like, I want to hear like some different music from UN Squadron, because it does have some other really good themes. But Galar, that's the level 1 track from Darius Twin. That's a really good one too. I know that one. Quest for Glory 4. Shadows of Darkness. More thing. Interesting. Yeah, I know those games. I never tried them. So many. Yes, there's a bunch of. I used to really like Sierra games too when I was a teenager, but I only played like a few of them. I mainly just really like the King's Quest games. Never tried the Quest for Glory games or the Space Quest games. They had a lot of games at that time. But they did make like a really weird card game that somehow, or I guess it was like a solitaire game that you could like play against their other Sierra characters. And I did play that and I liked it. I know how I got it. Hero U, unexpected sequel to Quest for Glory. Who? Really? So who made that? Does somebody have the rights to Sierra games? I believe that Sierra doesn't exist anymore, right? I have not heard of that. Did not know about it. Lori and Corey Cole. Okay, I don't know who they are. Oh yeah, this is good. Darius Twin music. Do 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 do. Bam 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 bam. They still own the rights to Quest for Glory, but they just can't use the name. How do you own the rights for something but you can't use the name? Like, the law is complicated, isn't it? It doesn't even really make sense to me. Like, what does that even mean? Well, okay, so are they like the official creators of it, and not like did Sierra let them create the Quest for the Glory games? I see. Well, that's interesting. not know that. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 ba-da-bum. Alright, after I finish this page, I'm going to do Brigand's art for him. Brigand, you're still here, right? Although I can do it whether you're here or not. But if you're here, it'd be better. I'm going to do it either way. Unfortunately... Oh, sorry, Brigand. Well, too bad you're here. I guess you're just going to have to watch your art get drawn. Oh, well. Probably made that card game. Oh, really? Yeah, it's just like a random weird game that Sierra made. What makes you think that, though? Did they make a lot of Sierra games? And I remember, like, it had, like, King Graham and, like, Rosella, like, other characters from, like, King's Quest. And it also had, like, I think it had characters from Space Quest. I don't know when that game came out. But there were, like, a bunch of other Sierra characters in it. It's a weird card game. Starting to get tired already. You haven't even been streaming for 2 hours yet. Here's the Quest for Glory music. Yeah, you know, like some of the King's Quest games, I was gonna say, like, have some pretty amazing music for the time. King's Quest 4, 5, and 6 all had great music. It's part of, I guess, that's part of why I, like the game so much. Yeah, this music's okay. Quest for Glory 4, huh? Now, Quest for Glory was the one where it's kind of like half Sierra point-and-click adventure game and then half, like, RPG, right? Like, it's trying to be, like, an actual RPG. Like, you pick a character class and I think you actually, like, level up and stuff, too. But then, like, I think it also has, like, adventure game stuff as well. So it's, like, pretty interesting. I would not mind going back and playing some of those. Oh. Now back to... You could tell this... Well, I could see Mr. Leo putting this in, but this is actually pretty famous Fulton music here, but it's a real good one. Legendary character who's different from how? European, that's interesting. Kind of like Assassin's Creed today, huh? Except probably better, I'm sure. It's more 3/4 adventure and 1/4 RPG. Yeah, I guess so. I guess, like, being a Sierra game, they still lean more towards the adventure stuff. But yeah, it did try to have some like RPG-ish, like mechanics, like leveling up and stuff. The character classes. Seems like an interesting game. I'd like to try him one of these days. But, there's a million games I'd like to try. So, I don't know when. And that's not even, like, mentioning, like, all the countless obscure games that I didn't even know about. Like, there's so many games that I probably would love that I don't even know about. So many obscure ones. There's too many games. Too many games is the big problem. Man, this music is amazing, isn't it? It is so good. Final fight. This might be, This right here actually might be my favorite Fallen Brothers track. Like, period, like, of all time. I think it probably is. Even above, like, any of their NES stuff. It's just, like, it's just an awesome track. And I love this. I could not listen to this track enough. One of my favorite pieces of game music. And I didn't even know about it until, like, a few years ago. I'd never played Plok as a kid. Like, I have no nostalgia for Plok whatsoever. I've only played it, like, maybe a half hour. But this music, and I didn't even get to the part of the game where this music plays. But yet, it's just amazing music. Yeah, some of my favorite tracks. The Follens have done a lot of good ones. So still love that Nightmare on Elm Street soundtrack. Or no, that's David Wise, sorry, not Follens. The Treasure Master soundtrack is pretty amazing. And what was that game? Skyhawk? No, not Skyhawk. Sky Kid, I forget. Sky Shark. Sky Shark. This is the Mighty, you know, I haven't played this one either. Boy, the music sounds very Mega Man, doesn't it? Or is it just me? You get Sky Shark for DOS? Oh, that's interesting. I would imagine that the DOS version would not have the amazing music. You just remember the other art quest? Oh, you have another one? Okay, what's the other one? Link chasing Navi with a bug net. Yeah, that would be amusing. It's always amusing. It's either one that you feel. Well, I mean, if you were planning to like surprise your friend with that art, I wouldn't want to interrupt your plans, Brigham. One more Quest for Glory. Okay, that's cool. Maybe we should put some King's Quest music in there. Although I think King's Quest music is kind of hard to find on YouTube. Like, you might be able to find like entire soundtracks, but maybe not like individual tracks. You can do that? Yeah, if you can. Especially like 4, 5, or 6. Oh, this is the Quest for Glory music. right. Maybe I'll actually hand shade this one. Defender's Quest. Chippendale. They're easy to find. Someone just needs to render it with the correct MIDI instruments. Yeah. That's the other problem with like finding some of this like old DOS music is there's like so many different ways to do the music. Even in the time, like they had different. There's no consistent like sound system. Like there's like Sound Blaster and Tandy, and there's like MIDI and there's the PC speaker and finding the one that's like the best can be tricky. Or sometimes I find that the one that maybe was considered best for the time now sounds terrible. I prefer some other ones. The Yamaha XG Synth changed your world. I don't think I ever got that. Interesting. It's pretty cool music though. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, we're done with the page. We can get started on Brigand's request. Pretty good. There's the finished page. Actually, I think that I need a darker outline on this pen here. Do that real fast. Although I could have just done that in Photoshop, but I guess I'll do it by hand. I'm already doing it. I can tell without looking this must be the Chippendale music. Alright. Yeah, that's so. Classic Capcom music. Alright, Brigand. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the... you said you wanted... their name was it Run Run Rosie? We're going to do her outrunning Sonic, right? I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. I'm going to go ahead and start on that right now. Oh, that's a good page. Happy with that. Alright, we get a board. The lightbox been acting up. Want to replace it? Well, I have two. And one of them I think was acting up. I think I just switched to the other one. I don't remember actually. Hold on, I'm gonna get a board. I'll be right back. Listen to the music.
All right.
Let me get. Oh, this is Defender's Quest. Oh man. Let me get this Instagram picture. Okay. Run, Rosie. Huh? I don't think I've. She's a streamer. I don't think I've ever seen her stream before. Oh, I recognize this music. This is from King's Quest 6, right? Like the bookworm or whatever. Okay. As he's outrunning Sonic. Okay, let me see. Dancing, aerobics, or indie games. I see. Hands off the goods there, chum. Oh yeah, that's right. He would say that. I remember. Let me see. Too short. Sky High, Stage 4, Final Soldier. Paragraph 16. Oh. Oh yeah, I gotta draw Sonic too. I need a reference for Sonic. Alright. The final stage tune of Castlevania 3, the short repetitive song. Oh, did you? I'm okay. I'm alright with that. That song's not that bad. It's not my favorite, certainly, but. Sonic and Run Run Rosie. Oh, this must be mine, right? Is this my track? Equinox. The Equinox music. More awesome Volan music. Which actually has a bit in common with the Plock music too, some of the tracks. Okay, let me see here. Let me go back to the Run Run Rosie. All right. Run, run, Rosie. Why is she in such a hurry, huh? She's a beast. Beast. She's a beast. Watch out, you get devoured by the beast. Let's see. She wearing like a medal in this picture too? Does she have like a, or what is that? Oh yeah, marathon. I'll just give her like a gold medal type thing. Gotta love this music. You gotta love it. Jennifer being silly in the other room. Ugh. Good so far? Alright, well, that's good. That's good. So far, so good. It's looking alright. Must capture her speed. Whoa, she's running so fast! Let me see. That's pretty good, I think. Pretty good. And then we gotta wrap up this Sonic here. Hopefully make him look Sonic-like, you know. Where's Tam? Mr. Sonic Obsessed Buddy. Well, the last couple times he was here, he did say that he was, like, really busy. And he hasn't been, like, on Twitch as much anymore. I forget what he was busy with other than just, like, learning Japanese. Yeah, I don't know. He might be having, like... I don't know, he may just have, like, a new job or something. I don't remember. But I do remember him being, like, more busy now. So, yeah, I miss him, too. I hope that he comes back around sometime. I'm sure he will. I'm sure we'll see him again. It's just, he can't be on his own. What was that, Brigham? For my worst game, he added the worst game per system. In your opinion, E.T. for Atari 2600 Frontline, Back to the Future Part 2 for Sega Master System. Well, I don't know Sega Master System. I will say, I think E.T. is a little bit unfairly maligned game. I don't know. Did you actually like try playing that one? See, you really like to try like playing like a lot of different Atari games. I played it, a decent amount. I would suggest a game that I think is worse, that actually is like a semi-well-known game for Atari 2600. I think Superman is probably, like, aside from like some of the really like terrible like shovelware games, like Custer's Revenge is like super terrible. And there's some other ones that are like super terrible that are probably just not well known. I'm sure I'm missing some, but like Yeah, ET is not. ET actually has a couple of interesting. It's not really that fun of a game, and it was like clearly rushed, and you fall in pits a lot. It's annoying. But the Atari one, yeah, I mean you gotta play more Atari games. It's not a good game. Don't get me wrong. Although one interesting thing about ET is you gotta like understand how the map system works, right? It's kind of at first it seems quote totally random, like the screens, like the world is actually pretty small. I think it's only like 6 screens, but like you step off one screen and you seemingly at random go to like it doesn't seem to make any sense the connections, but like then at some point like I realized or I read somewhere that there's actually the world is designed as if it were like around the face of a cube, with like each screen being connected like as if it were like, you know, on a cube. And like once you understand like the cube, like it's actually kind of interesting the way it's designed, the world map. Yeah, it's I don't know, it's I think Superman of the known games for Atari. I think Superman. Try playing Superman sometime. That game is atrocious. You can't even tell what's going on in that game. It makes no sense. You can't even tell what anything is. Try playing Superman. I think that's my pick for the worst Atari game. Of course, I think there probably are worse ones. Like if you need to do like a flip Atari project where you play all the Atari games to like really find out the worst ones. But I don't know if I drew his. I don't know. I'm super happy with the way they drew his legs here. Let's do more of a circle here, I guess. Okay. I don't know. Ooh, the Red Zone music. Yeah, Red Zone's got some sick music. This is a pretty good one too. Yeah, let's do the dates. Alright. Well, I don't know. What do you think? I think that about does it. For Run Run Rosie. Outrunning Sonic. But yeah, Atari. Oh, friggin' yeah! You know what? Actually, next time you do a bad game stream, I'll have to make sure I get you to play Superman. I think so you can like update your worst Atari list. 'Cause I think it will beat ET. I think it'll beat a lot of games. That game is so inexplicable. I can't imagine a lot of games beating it. There you go, Run Run Rosie. Okay, I'll scan it in for you in the next couple of days. Put that one aside. And we also finished a page of Flipside. It looks cryptic. Get to play it. Yeah, you should try playing it, but we'll have to make that happen. Man, one of these days I want to. Is it? I guess it's too late to trick you into like playing Umihara Kawase, but telling you that game is bad. That's a good way to use your bad game streams. Just like sort of like pretend like a game that I really like is bad. Like, hey, do you want to play Umihara Kawase is terrible. Or it could get you to play Wings of Medulla, a game that I actually really like. I think that's another. Wings of Medulla is probably like another Deadly Tower situation where like I think a lot of people wouldn't like that game, but I just happen to really like it. But you might actually genuinely not like it, so you might actually, that was brutal. Well, yeah, it is. It is brutal, the difficulty, if you try to play it straight up. But if you use the continue code, I think it's probably pretty fair, you know? The being bad is brutal. Yeah, well, I played it without the continue code, but... Oh, that's true. Well, yeah, Athena, I don't think Athena is actually a good game. The same, like I think Deadly Towers, Milan Secret Castle, Spelunker, I think those are all like legit good games. I don't think Athena's a good game. Like I don't like it that same way, but I do kind of enjoy playing it. And I think it's a little it's not as bad as some people say. It does have some good things about it, but it is horribly janky. It's easy to soft lock yourself. You can like just go the wrong way in certain levels and just get soft locked. Also, there was that situation with level 6 where if you die one time, you lose a critical item and you become soft locked. Although I later found out from watching LNR's stream that apparently you can actually get that item, and it seems like all the guides on the internet don't even know about it. Like, I've never seen any information about that, but apparently that Pandora's box item, which I thought you soft lock if you lose, you can actually, there's one you can find. You can find a new one within the levels, so that's interesting. But yeah, it's still pretty easy to like glitch the game out or soft lock yourself. It's like incredibly janky. It's a Micronix game. Although the jank, the thing that I like about the game is the jank can work in your favor. And this is like something that a lot of people don't know about Athena. The game sort of misleads you into like playing the wrong weapons because the flail seems so awesome at first, but it's actually a bad weapon. It's terrible for bosses and like enemies, even though it like is really good at destroying blocks. You actually want to. It's critical in that game to use swords. So you want to use swords and you want to level them up to the red sword so that you can break walls with it easily. Like the sword in that game, it looks like a weak weapon compared to the flail because the range looks so small, but it actually has like a hidden giant hitbox. Like the hitbox of the sword is giant. It extends like really far above you as well, way farther than it looks. So it's just kind of fun to run around with like the powered up sword and just like annihilate enemies in that game. Like once you know that, the game gets a little bit more fun. It's still janky and it's like pretty bad, but yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, that's that. I still had a little bit of fun with. I had fun like playing through it to beat it, but I also I needed to use maps and stuff as well. Like trying to play through it. The other thing about Athena is like if you try to play it without the game, it's incredibly unfair and like cruel with its like enemies like requiring very specific strategies and items, and you have to know exactly where to go. Without a strategy guide, the game is like near unplayable. But you know, I don't necessarily mind that either. Like it's kind of fun playing through those games with a strategy guide. There's something about it. It's like exploring uncharted territory with a map. I don't know. There's something fun about that. So yeah, you know, it's not that bad. I think I actually think that Super Pitfall is probably worse than Athena. I don't even think Super Pitfall is that bad. Hey, a Savage Sparrow raid. Well, I think I'm about to wrap up my stream. I don't know. I kind of ran out of things to draw. Yeah, that's Zero music. It's a little bit early though. Yeah. Oh, this is one of my favorite tracks too. Actually, I think my favorite track from F-Zero is one that not a lot of people like, but it's the sand level. Hey, Infamous Keel, Savage Raid. Okay, let me show you what I just sort of wrapped up my drawing, but let me show you what we've been doing on the art stream. I just did a page of my webcomic Flipside. There it is. We finished that one on stream. There's the full page. So we've basically been drawing this.
Hey, Brian.
This is Silence. No, not raid! No, I've been raided! I've been raided! I'm being raided! Guys, help! Help, I'm being raided! This raid! It came out of nowhere! It came out of nowhere! What a powerful raid!
Yeah.
What a powerful raid! I'm shaken by that raid.
Yeah.
That was an intense raid. Wow. Guys, thank you for the powerful raid. I appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. We usually play video games, but we do the Patreon stream. We're doing the artwork today. This is the work of an enemy raid. Get it, Jen?
Yeah.
And then I also did this sketch for Brigand. This is a sketch of a streamer, a fellow streamer, Run Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
She runs in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like a surprise for her. So this is a sketch of her outrunning Sonic.
Whoa.
So I did that for him as well.
What is that new flip banner next to the flip choke? Is that flip thinking?
Yeah, well, that's not that new. I guess it's one of the newer ones. It's just flip think. It's a flip thinking emote. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? I like it.
I liked it because everybody was using my little shady Amira gift. Or my Amira emote. It was really cute.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Did you have a good stream?
Yeah!
Good. Jennifer was also streaming while I was streaming. She was streaming Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah. I had a little drone beetle that dropped a fireball on the enemy, and his name is Charles, and he did a really good job.
Oh, Charles.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? You like him better than your Shambler?
Oh, don't
Shambler.
make me choose.
Shambler or
Shambler.
Shambler or Charles? Shambler sounds cuter to say,
Chandler.
but Charles is.
Charles is cute.
Is he in-
I imagine that it's like Monster Hunter, where he's like my beetle that lives on my arm like a buckler, and then I'm like, bam, and then he goes out and fireballs my enemies.
Is he in charge?
No.
He's not in charge?
No.
Okay. I think he should be in charge.
No, but he's a clockwork beetle. He doesn't have thoughts.
Maybe he could have a super mode where it's like Charles in charge time, and then when that happens, you sing the theme song. Charles in charge. It's like he powers. He goes Super Saiyan, and then it's Charles in charge time. Okay, guys, he's going Super Saiyan. Charles in charge, and when he's beating up the enemies, he's saying the theme. Charles in charge of
Tell James
our
about
days.
that.
Yeah, ask him about
Oh
it.
man, that would be cool.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
There you go. If Charles isn't in charge, then who's the boss? Asked Briggan. I get it. Hey, thank you, Infamous Keel. You will stop out more later? Alright, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, good luck with your homework. Ooh, this Adventure Island music is good too. Alright, well, I don't have any more artwork to do at the moment, so what we could do is maybe we could like transition into subscriber request. Maybe if we want to do like a video game thing, we could do that. Do we want to do that? I'll let this song play out though. Oh, what is it? No, there's no. Okay, don't put any more songs in the song request then, because they will not get played. And if so, anybody have any subscribers here have any requests? Gaming sounds cool. Yeah, gaming is always cool. I'm gonna put my art there. The sketch I did, the sketch request, I will try to upload that to my Patreon in a couple of days. Do we have a link to the Patreon? I think we do. Oh, I'll have to. Oh yeah, I don't usually do this because I have to like. Actually, it's kind of awkward to like transition the camera. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I won't do it because it's a pain and it takes a while to like put the camera back to how it was before. I don't know. Yeah, I forgot the reason why I don't usually transition from art to gaming streams. But I am pretty tired, so maybe we'll just make it an early night. I mean, maybe we could just look for somebody else to raid. All right, here. Yeah, that's gonna be the last song then. Let's see. Maybe we could look for somebody else to raid. But I do think I'm gonna do more subscriber requests tomorrow, though. We're gonna take a little break from Death Stranding again. Macaronice, working on Contra runs. Brilla. I haven't raided Labrilla in a while. Doing Oath and Felghana, that's a really good game. Oh man, we got a couple choices. Oh, who should we raid? Who should we raid, guys? Hey, you're welcome, Mr. Leo. Boy. I think it's been longer since I raided Labrilla, so I'm gonna raid Labrilla. Oath of Felghana is a really cool game. So, yeah, if you guys want to be part of my raid, I'd appreciate it. And Labrilla's a pretty cool streamer if you want to check her out. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll probably see you. I might see you tomorrow. If not, Then the next day. Oops, I typed that wrong. It's not exclamation point. All right. I'll see you guys. Have a good night.